Recently on a trip to Dollar Tree, I finally found these tumbling tower blocks. They look just like Jenga blocks, and I love that I found them. I did a video recently. You guys loved them, and I had so many ideas. I wanted to show you a few more. So once I get them out of the packaging, I just put them in a basket, and it just kind of keeps them contained. This wood round is gorgeous. It already comes framed and planked, and is such a great crafting staple in my craft room. I'm going to remove the just a little just string with the beads. I'm going to use my X-Acto knife, and then we are going to take this rub-on transfer from Essential Stencil. It's one that I already had on hand. You can use a Dollar Tree rub-on transfers as well, or even a reusable stencil, or just leave it blank, whatever you want. I'm going to start applying it by rubbing it on with one of my scrapers, and basically you just want to rub and lift the plastic as needed until the design is attached. It attaches so good. It's so satisfying. Love the chicness of it, and it's such an easy way to add beautiful touch of decor. All right, so now I'm just going to lightly sand it, also cut off any excess that you see there in between the planks just to make it nice and professional looking. Then we are going to start adding the tumbling blocks. Now I'm going to add them one by one, of course, and I'm going to alternate the colors from light to dark, and then we're going to add 2 levels. So one across all the way around, and then another level right on top. And I'm just going to make sure that I place them kind of like where they each meet. Then the one on top I put right there in the center, and I did that all around. Love the way this is looking, and it's such an easy craft. Look how gorgeous those 2 tones look. I'm going to take a white nautical rope from Dollar Tree, but you can use the natural tone as well. I'm going to knot it, and then we are going to cut off any excess rope, and we're going to knot the other side as well, leaving about maybe 4 inches, 3.5 in between. It does not matter. And then we're just going to attach it using hot glue. This is strictly decorative, okay? Just to add some handles. It is not to carry anything heavy, of course. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, just making it, of course, as close as possible to the same size as the other one. Love the way this is turning out. Now, I do like to add felt pads to the bottom of any decorative trays or anything that's going to go on a surface because we don't want to scratch any surfaces. So these felt pads you can find at Dollar Tree. I'm just going to add 4 of them. And then once you flip it, it's just nice and smooth. If you want to gift it, if you want to sell it, such a great craft. Love this. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments what you think of this one. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to start hot gluing some of these blocks. Now, I'm going to use more of the lighter tone ones and just here and there some of the darker ones. We're going to start with about 5 of them, and then we're going to do 4 and then 3, so on and so forth. This is going to create a what will look like a sailboat. We're going to stack them up twice too. We're just going to make it thick so that it can stand on a surface, just like you see here. After it was nicely secure, I am going to give it a couple of coats of Waverly chalk paint in the white. I'm not looking for perfection because I am going to be distressing it. While it dries, I am going to take this huge skewer stick from Dollar Tree. You can find these during the summer season. And this fabric section is so awesome. They have regular ones for all the seasons. And then this one is the nautical style one. We're going to use this one, iron out a little bit of the creases. And then we're going to take this skewer stick and we're just kind of measure out, just kind of eye out how much you need to cut off and cut off a piece from the fabric. Now we're going to keep this one because we are going to use it again in just a little bit. Here we are. We're going to distress just a little bit. Now you can skip this part. You don't have to distress it. I'm going to carefully drill a hole right there in the center on top. Now I'm not even doing any force down. I'm just letting the drill go in by itself. And then we are just going to add hot glue and then the skewer stick right there. The skewer stick was 10 inches long, just so that you know. I'm going to cut off in a shape of a triangle with that angle cut. And then we're going to hot glue it right there onto the skewer stick. This is going to look like the sail. Now I want to add another one. Now you can use the same fabric if you want. I did decide to add drop cloth. I just feel like it adds dimension, color, and just texture from the beautiful texture this fabric has. Same thing, I'm just going to cut off a piece and then cut it at an angle and then hot glue it right there next to the other one behind it because I do want to see the skewer stick on the front. Now this one is a little smaller and that was done on purpose. I wanted the sails to have different sizes. How gorgeous is this looking? All right, so now basically what we want to do is we want to add more skewer stick to each sail so that they stay nice and kind of like upright so they don't fold off flimsy on us. So I'm just going to cut as needed and hot glue it to the bottom. We're going to do the same thing on the other fabric, again, just to add that stability. We're almost done, but I am going to take this anchor. This is a wooden anchor that comes about maybe 5 in a pack from Dollar Tree. I'm going to paint it blue. This is a beautiful ocean blue from Waverly, and I'm just going to hot glue it right there on the left side. I'm going to take this red scarf. Now, this one is just because I didn't have any other red fabric. I'm just going to cut off what will look like a little triangle, and this is going to mimic a flag. We're just going to hot glue it to the top tip. I think it just added a cute little nautical touch to it. This is gorgeous, and you can use any fabric you want. I'd love to know what you think of this one. Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, I'm going to take the leftover fabric and we're going to cut it into strips. These are about 2-inch, 2.5 strips. Don't stress about it. It does not matter. I have found that if you cut a fabric into strips, it goes a long way. I'm going to take one of these foam wreath form from Dollar Tree. You've seen me craft with these. They are so versatile. Another one that I keep in my crafting stash all the time. I'm going to start attaching the fabric strips one by one, hot gluing as needed, and I'm going to end and start in each one. And then we're just going to go all the way around from one side to the other, making sure that the anchors are all facing the same direction. Once it was completely covered, we are going to attach some of this nautical rope from Dollar Tree. We're just going to hot glue it in a kind of wiggly, wavy kind of style, just to mimic what a nautical, I don't know, I just felt like it looked nautical. All right, so I'm just going to hot glue it again all the way around and then cut off the excess at the end. Now, I am going to add or make a box framed using the wood pieces, the tumbling block pieces. Now, if you have any other framed box or anything you want to add, go ahead and do that. But I figured, hey, we have the box here, let's do it. So I'm just going to keep attaching and attaching one by one until I have a large enough box to add a turtle that I'm going to show you here where it's from. It's from Dollar Tree. Now I am going to frame the little box, again, using the tumbling tower blocks, and I am using my miter shears to cut them into the size that I need for those smaller pieces. And I do have these miter shears in my Amazon store, which is linked down below. Here are these pieces. Now you can find these in any shape. Now this one is a beautiful one with a turtle. I'm going to cut off the beads right off of them. Of course, we're going to keep that for other projects. I'm going to drill a couple of holes, again, very carefully, not putting a lot of pressure. And then I'm going to thread some jute string. This is how we're going to attach the box to the wreath form. So we're just going to wrap it around now, and in the back, we're just going to tie it in a very simple knot and hot gluing as needed. I'm going to attach the turtle right inside the box with hot glue, and then I decided to add some greenery because I do love my greenery. You know that. I'm going to add it. This is a greenery pick from Walmart, but you can use ones as well from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to attach him on the top and the bottom. And then I did add another pick from Dollar Tree just here and there to add a little color dimension. But I love the way this one turned out. Love the simplicity, but yet so nautical, so summer. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to start with this cardboard presentation board from Dollar Tree and my blade knife. You can use any cardboard you want, my friends. This blade knife is from Amazon, and I do have it on my Amazon store as well. All right, so I marked down about 2 inches, made a line down, and I'm going to use my tape just to round off those top edges. And you're going to see what I'm doing here. I am going to cut it off with my blade knife. And now the first one I did with my blade knife, and I thought, I think it's better with my scissors. So I just ended up finishing it with my scissors and then just use that first one to create 6 other ones, actually 5 other ones, to have a total of 6 of them. We're creating ice cream popsicles, and I thought, what an easy way to do it with some cardboard from Dollar Tree, but again, use any cardboard you have at home. Once I have the 5 of them nicely cut, we are going to paint them in bright, beautiful colors. This is just paint I already had on hand from Artisa. Please use whatever you have. You can paint them in whatever color you want. And I'm going to do each of them in a different bright and summery color. While those are drying, I am going to use my Cricut Joy Extra. Now, you don't have to use a Cricut, of course. You can use the carbon paper technique that I have used in the past. You can also freehand the letters with marker or paint, whatever you want. I had the Joy Extra on hand, so I figured let me just do it. So I'm just going to place the popsicles kind of like in a pattern that kind of go pleasing with the eyes in a color pattern. And then I'm going to place each letter just like a sticker, and it's going to spell the word summer. There you have it. How cute are these? Now, this board was left over from another project that I did years ago. I actually got rid of that, but I did keep the board. So I'm just going to clean it off a little bit, remove the hot glue from the back, and then we're going to add a couple of these sawtooth hooks to the back. Originally, this is what I wanted to hang this piece from, okay? I want to show you the entire process because it is a really good option. I'm going to place the popsicles right on top, leaving about 1 inch in between, and then hot gluing them 1 inch from the bottom edge. And I'm going to do the ones on the outside first, and then just attach the other ones. A little bit of hot glue goes a long way because it is cardboard and it will attach very nicely. We're going to use 6 of the tumbling tower blocks in the darker tone, and we're going to hot glue them underneath each popsicle. At this time, I'm kind of noticing, I think I'd rather add some white nautical rope to this to be able to hang it. I feel like it just needed it and it looks so much better. So I ended up then removing them and they remove pretty easily. And then we're going to add some of these white hooks that I do get on Amazon. And yes, I do have in my Amazon store. And then we're going to knot nautical rope from Dollar Tree. Just 1 knot in each. Is not a heavy piece, so a knot will do fine. And then to the other side as well. Gorgeous piece, so summery. Love that you can customize it. You can put your last name. You can put whatever you want to it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.